phenom, Shohei Ohtani.
Nice. Way to pronounce that.
I'm great.
Yeah.
He is now, so he rejects the Yankees with the reason that he doesn't want to be in a big market, and then signs with the Angels in Los Angeles. Signs with them today, joins Mike Trout. That's a good. They look like a good team now. Although I'm very skeptical about Ohtani, they're a good team. You want to talk about this really badly, so
Yeah.
I'll give you the floor.
We have a couple minutes here, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Of course we do.
What do we got till?
Till whenever you want.
Okay,
We're gonna stay
great.
here for all night.
I got
if you need to.
Need to vent a little bit. This man denies the greatest franchise in the history of baseball
Potentially
sports, yeah, in the history of sports, because he doesn't want to share the spotlight with Masahiro Tanaka, or he doesn't want to be 5 hours further from his home. That's it. That's the reason. And he wants to play with a team that missed out on the playoffs.
All the time. Basically, they said his agent said they felt a connection with the
connection
with the Angels, like it felt right for them.
A connection?
Yeah.
He's going to have a huge connection to his couch every October when they don't make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mike Trout leaves that franchise in the dust in 2 years.
So Ohtani, he's 23 years old. His fastball reaches 100. He hits dingers. He's going to hit both ways. But last year, here's why I'm skeptical about Ohtani. Because he was hurt last year. He had a hamstring problem, an ankle problem, and he only batted in 65 games, and he started 5 games. That's basically a year off for me. And you're going to come from Japan over to the United States after playing just 65 games.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to play both ways. In Major League Baseball. The highest competition possible.
Oh, yeah, I'm not angry about that at all.
No, I'm just skeptical about him and all the hype behind him.
Yeah, and quite frankly, I was a little surprised that Cashman was so interested with that injury history. But to deny a team who, like I said, best franchise in the history of modern-day sports, to basically make them have a pitch for you just to listen to it and come into that pitch with a mindset that I'm not joining this team no matter what. What was he expecting? He wanted a small market.
Got a big one.
Got a big one.
I'll just respond like that.
I mean, Angels...
Los Angeles.
No, I totally get that, but they're not the team in Los Angeles.
Right, but it's still a big market.
No, totally. But regardless, he wanted a small market, and he wanted to be on the West Coast.
That was, yeah.
The Yankees couldn't make any of those things happen. What, you're just going to take 1 million plus people out of New York and be a small market? You want us to move New York and push it to the West Coast?
The whole process was kind of weird for me.
It's just, he yanked the Yankees chain the entire time.
Everybody's chain, if you think about it. He goes around, you're 23 years old, didn't play a lot of games the year before, and you're going around like you literally are Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Tugging all these teams like, oh, why should I come to you? That's basically what it was. And that was kind of weird for me.
Who's this guy?
That's basically what I was saying the entire process.
The Japanese Babe Ruth, they call him.
Yes.
So you don't want to play for the team that had the American Babe Ruth?
He would have had some fun in New York.
And the biggest thing that annoys me is how he didn't want to share the spotlight with Tanaka, apparently.
Yeah, he wanted to be the guy, which is kind of weird.
The guy? So you want to be the guy?
He didn't want to go to other people who had premier Japanese players on that team, and Tanaka's clearly the premier guy.
I hope he loves being the guy on a sub 500 team year in and year out, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm just interested to see how it translates to Major League success, because again, 65 at bats, 5 games started last year. It's going to be a hard transition, and he's going to go straight into the major leagues. That's basically what the promise was. Again, going around and pitching all these teams. Why should I be with you? All teams told him you'll be in the majors right away. So he's going to be in the majors right away. I'm really interested to see how it translates. Really.
And this is also, correct me if I'm wrong, the Angels
I will.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. The Angels are not a franchise that has a huge history of employing Japanese prospects like the Yankees. The Yankees have had so many Asian prospects, and the Angels don't really have a large history with that.
Yeah, it's really Seattle out there, if you think about it.
Yeah, and that's why I thought that was going to be a fit. Plus the whole small market.
The whole market thing.
But yeah, it's just this decision. I feel like he used a bunch of teams, including the Yankees, to drive his price up, and he had no intention of joining this team and they spent a huge amount of resources and time trying to get him for no reason.
Yeah, that's part of the business. Free agency, international signing. It is. You do throw a lot of resources at it, and you'll swing and miss a lot.
But it's not like in those cases, it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to join the team.
Yeah, they were easily the favorites.
They were the favorites since day one. Every single source in baseball. You look at Ken Rosenthal. You look
We're
at
tabbing the Yankees as the favorites.
All of them thought the Yankees no-brainer, and he clearly had no intentions of joining them.
Right.
Do you think that was because of his agents who were trying to push him to join, or do you think that was his decision to give them a chance?
You think about it this way. He wants to be wherever he feels comfortable. He is risking a lot. Remember, this kid could have waited 2 years and made a boatload of money. I'm talking about $200 million plus. But he decided to come. He's going to make pennies. He's going to make pennies here. So he's risking it all to begin with. Why not be comfortable? And if he feels like he wants to be on the West Coast, that's all. That I respect that.
I just hope he gets used to losing. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody really on the Angels that were from Japan other than, remember, Matsui went there right after the Yankees won the World Series.
But established already.
Right, as a Yankee. But like, here's the thing about Japanese players that really, they're always a hit or miss when they come here. Like, on one hand, you got the Tanakas, the Matsuis, the Ichiros, and on the other hand, you got like the Hideki Irabus, who just fall off, or the Daisuke Matsuzakas, who dominate for a year and then fall off. Again, I'm really skeptical about this kid. Don't know what I'm going to expect.
So am I, but the fact of the matter is Brian Cashman, who we both trust immensely, believed he would be a fit in the MLB.
Yeah.
So I throw my support behind Cashman and what he thinks.
And I think he will be, and I hope he is a success. I never like to root against people, but it was weird for me to see it like this.
It's very interesting he doesn't go to a National League team, too. I don't know if I don't think that pitching and hitting can work in the AL as well as it would in the National League.
Well, there's no DH.
Exactly.
So like a team would want to have you pitch on the first day, take a day off, 2 days hit, day off, pitch.
So he's going to bat every single game,
No.
pretty much. He's not. That's why I think he would be a better fit in the NL.
Well, if you think about it, he'll bat, so say out of the 5 days, he'll pitch one and bat in 2 or 3.
Okay.
In the National League, he'll bat once every 5 days.
Okay.
It'll be interesting because they also DH, the Angels DH Albert Pujols.
Mm-hmm.
So where's Ohtani going to play when he's not pitching? Because this is a huge thing for him, too. He wants to hit and pitch.
Don't worry, though. He's the man.
He's the
man. He's going to get so much spotlight.
That's why it was interesting for me. So we have to take our first commercial break here on Empire State College, the final edition of the fall semester. When we come back, we'll stick on the Yankees and talk about Giancarlo Stanton and the rumors surrounding him. And then we'll get into the Giants, Eli Manning, the Nets, everything else going on in New York sports here on Empire State College.
Empire State College here on Com Radio.
You're not in the shot, bro. Welcome to the shot, man.
What does that even mean?
You're not in the
What does that even mean?
Facebook.
What's your fault?
The Facebooks.
The Cuomos.
The
Not
Google
the Cuomos. I don't know what that means.
Chris Mo, have a good one.
What do I have to go to? Broadcast promos.
You still don't know this? Brooke?
You're going to be doing this next semester.
No, I am. I'm doing it all. Why don't you know that?
You saw that too, right? It wasn't working. I also move a lot myself.
Do you?
Lions Pride, locally owned and operated
They're
in
not here for
downtown
you.
State College since 1976, offers everything Penn State for every Penn Stater. At
Yeah.
Lions Pride, we are
You should
Penn
totally lock
State.
that door.
Nope. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's the holiday season.
We are.
It's the holiday season.
Big
No, it's
ballers.
great Penn State.
Big baller, baby.
Right now, Lions Pride has select men's and women's Nike T-shirts for only $19, and is your one-stop shop for all of this season's
One-stop
bold
shop.
gear. Or
I don't like
you want
that.
to restock your closet
One-stop
with Penn
shop,
State
one-stop
gear,
shop,
known as the
one-stop
better
shop.
selection of Lions
Say that
Pride's
9
online
times
shop
fast.
One-stop shop,
at
one-stop shop, one-stop shop, one-stop shop.
lions-pride.com.
Dude,
Whether you're
I've done
buying a
it.
You have
gift for
4.
someone you
One-stop
care
shop, one-stop
about,
shop,
or wants a
one-stop
bundle
shop,
for the
one-stop shop,
snow,
one-stop shop,
don't forget to
one-stop
stop by
shop.
Lions
did 10.
Pride for
I
all
said
your
9.
holiday needs.
Sorry.
Looking for well-thought-out music analysis?
What's that part?
You brought up aliens and then went nowhere.
No. I'm saying.
Want to hear from music experts?
You've
Hey,
been
Bruce. What's up,
There's
Bruce?
no way you would
Hey,
never
Bruce.
see you again, Chandler.
Trying to find thought-provoking
Nice to see
discussion.
you. You never watch my show anymore. It's kind of annoying.
We miss you.
Or
Yeah,
tune
we
into
really miss you.
hardworking music critics? Well, you're throwing me shade. I've given you so many opportunities as department. This is how you get back to
You
me.
didn't stand in line for
Oh
tickets,
my
but
goodness,
it's okay.
that's accurate. I was too lazy. Then tune into the Nittany Record Club, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
You're listening to Empire State College here on Com Radio.
Yeah, Bryce. 27 rings.
27.
About to be 28.
27. Aaron Boone's taking us to 28.
Oh, we didn't talk about Booney.
When did he get hired?
Last week.
We talked
Remember
about
we were talking about it, and then he was hired 2 weeks.
Oh, we do. We'll mention it after Giancarlo. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to be part of it.
We're so unorganized.
Welcome back to Empire State College, everybody. We want to thank you for tuning in on Com Radio and on Facebook Live and on Instagram Live. We got a nice little audience, Charlie.
Yeah, one person on Facebook Live.
Yeah,
Lit.
we got everybody tuning in on Instagram, just everybody in the world.
Uh-huh.
So we just talked about Shohei Ohtani going to the Angels, and now we're going to just stick because he was rumored to come to the Yankees, and now we're going to talk about someone else who's just reported that he would accept a trade to the Yankees.
Who is that?
No, I'm asking you. You got this. Who's that?
Mike Stanton?
Remember who's Mike Stanton?
Yeah.
Anyway, Giancarlo Stanton will reportedly accept a trade to the Yankees. The Dodgers also on that list. Interesting. Derek Jeter trying to send another big slugger to
Collusion?
the Bronx. Oh.
Gotta get that horn.
Oh. I wish.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting one because a lot of people are talking about the sight of seeing Aaron Judge and Stanton in that same lineup. A lot of complications to this.
How so?
There's $295 million left on Stanton's deal.
Right.
And Jeter obviously wants to shed some payroll. The Yankees want to get beneath the $197 million luxury tax threshold. They can get under that. With Stanton, they're going to fly above that.
Why does that matter? I gotta say, you are New York.
Because this is why it matters. Because if they get underneath it, the tax gets reset. So instead of paying, I don't know what the exact number is, but instead of paying close to 50%, you're paying like 20%. That opens the door for the flexibility to sign the Machados, the Harpers, the Kershaws potentially.
You're Hal Steinbrenner and the New York Yankees. Money shouldn't matter.
It's different now, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is different. You're right. They're a World Series contending team who needs to make a huge move like this.
They don't need this move at all. Trust me, they don't need this move. They have their own right-handed slugger. They don't need this. This will make an uber lineup.
For the price I believe it will be.
What price do you think it'll cost?
I think it will be, and keep in mind, this is more about them shedding salary than getting prospects back in my opinion. I think it will be some combination of Frazier, Adams, and Duhar. And
I don't think if they're gonna shed all that money and have us eat all that money, you're not giving them Frazier.
I think he's going to have to be in the deal.
You're not giving them Frazier. Here's how I think it's gonna. Oh, continue. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Those three prospects, Headley, Ellsbury, maybe, just to make it so they're under the tax. But if it's a deal breaker that they can't be in the deal, I think they can still pull off that deal.
The Marlins are going to have to eat $40 million.
Yeah, so Ellsbury would work.
No, they're going to have to eat $40 million of Stanton's contract for this to work. Money is a problem here. It's a factor.
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying it shouldn't be.
But it will be. I'm telling you it will be. Because the Yankees desperately want to get under this threshold. The deal itself will completely throw them over. But there's...
Would you rather have Machado next year or Stanton this year?
I'd rather have Machado and Bryce Harper in 2 years. Instead of having a righty-righty slugger combo in Stanton and Judge, I'd rather have a righty-lefty in Judge and Bryce
But you're
Harper.
already calling up Torres. where is Machado? Why am I saying Machado?
I can't help you there. That's a you
Where
problem.
is Machado
We're
going to
talking
be
about,
playing?
about Harper.
That's Stanton's position.
This is first of all, this deal. Where's Stanton going to play?
One of the corner outfields.
So you're just going to say goodbye to Gardner?
Hicks.
Hicks is playing center. Hicks is there.
Yeah, Hicks can play center. Judge in right, Stanton in left, and Hicks or Gardner in center.
So you're not going to be starting Gardner or Hicks.
No, one of those two will be starting, is what I'm saying. And then the two corner outfield positions will be played by Judge and Stanton.
It's interesting. I don't know.
They have a lot of outfield depth.
They do.
Not only in the major leagues, but in the minors.
So then
And
Clint Frazier's not going to be in the majors next year.
That's what makes it flexible. Yes, I don't think he has a spot on this team.
He apparently not, especially if you bring in Stanton.
Yeah. Would you rather have Clint Frazier or Mike Stanton? Giancarlo Stanton.
It's fine. I'd rather hold on to Frazier, keep doing what you're doing because that guy's going to be a stud at the major league level.
And Giancarlo Stanton has already proved he's a stud.
Wait. I'd rather keep Frazier, get under that threshold, because it resets the tax by at least 20%, and be able to go after the top tier free agents in 1 year, 2 years. A lot of outfield depth. You don't need Stanton. It's not a need. What's a need is finding your fifth starter. A need is giving some bullpen depth in case Dylan Betances falls off again. Outfield isn't your need. And unless the deal is right, which I don't think is a deal that's going to be right for the Yankees. Unless the deal is right.
I've read that if Ellsbury, who has a no-trade clause,
yes,
if he waives that no-trade clause and the Yankees eat the money, or at least some portion of that money, they will be under the tax. And I wish I had that tweet. I don't know who tweeted that out. But there is a way that the Yankees can get under that tax and still get Stanton.
Here's the question about Ellsbury. If somehow the Marlins agree, let's shave Stanton just to take on Ellsbury. If that crazy thing ends up happening, like we just said when we first opened, he cares about shaving some payroll. If somehow the Marlins want to take on Ellsbury in a potential Stanton Yankees scenario, would Ellsbury even waive his no trade clause? Is one question, or would his agency even let him? Remember, Scott Boras, who's also Harper's representative.
Right.
Would Boras let Ellsbury waive that trade clause, which will pretty much eliminate Harper's chances to come to the Yankees?
There's a way around this.
How?
Chase Headley. He's another guy who, a lot of money on the deal.
Not that much.
They can move, but enough where they can move him. There's a way for them to get under.
So again, you're going. The Marlins are going to ship Giancarlo Stanton for prospects and Chase Headley.
Yeah, they
and
shed
money?
payroll. They're shedding payroll in the long run, though.
They're going to have to eat money, regardless.
Short term, not long term.
This is a tricky situation.
If you can make a deal for the National League MVP, still maintain a solid group of prospects, and somehow get under the tax, this is a no-brainer.
You're not going to get under the tax if you bring on Stanton. You're not.
If they can move Headley or Ellsbury, there is a way.
First of all, they're going to have to make more moves. The arbitration's not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to make those moves too.
The only thing that does concern me with this lineup, you have a bunch of righties in the heart of that lineup.
Yep.
Judge, Stanton, Sanchez,
Castro.
Bird's a switch or Bird's
a lefty?
Okay.
You're going to add $25 million onto your payroll. They're not going to get on the threshold no matter what, if in this deal. Which will be interesting. We have to take a break. We're at the 20-minute mark, but it's an interesting conversation. We'll see exactly what happens. Again, you can in the offseason, especially with Brian Cashman, you could never say never. There's a lot of parallels to the A-Rod trade from 2003. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll be right back. We got plenty more to talk about here on Empire State College.
Listening to Empire
What's up,
State College
Silverstein?
here on Com Radio.
Good segment, man. Oh, okay.
That was good. Sorry. I wasn't looking. You can't blame me for that.
Jordan, we're talking about the Okafor trade later.
Talk about it now?
Nah, last segment. It's
Okay.
not that important. It's the Nets. They don't matter in New York. Mike Stanton. Yeah, can I use your tweeter real quick?
For what?
I want to look up that tweet.
Shit, I
Having
threw him up.
difficulty understanding your professor or textbook? Omega Notes is here to help. All you have to do is visit omeganotes.com.
That was the tweet from Major March.
And from there you can find your specific course and notes directly related to your exams. You can also use their notebook feature, which allows you to take notes on your
What tweet
computer
were you
and
talking about?
access them anytime,
I'm trying to
anywhere,
find. I
without
don't
having to
remember.
worry
It
about
came
losing
from.
them. You can even upload your
Came from a
notes,
verified
set
account.
a price, and make money every time someone purchases your notes. Visit omeganotes.com and sign up today. It's the holiday season, and there's no better way to show your holiday cheer than with great Penn State apparel. Right now, Lions Pride has select men's and women's Nike T-shirts for only $19, and is your one-stop shop for
I don't
all
know
this
right now.
season's
I can't
bold
find
gear.
it.
Or, if you wish to restock your closet with
Journalism.
Penn State gear, no one has a better selection than Lions Pride's online shop at lions-pride.com. Whether you're buying a gift for someone you care about, or want to bundle up for the snow, don't forget to stop by Lions Pride for all of your holiday needs.
We are stronger.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Lions pride.
Can't find it.
Standing
I was,
What are you
looking
talking
for,
about again?
I was looking for a way for the Yankees to get under the tax. And there was a tweet about Ellsbury,
Shop our
Gardner,
winter sale
and
in-store
Headley.
and online at lions-pride.com.
Here,
Save up to
by
50%
Marchand.
on your favorite Penn State
I'll read it when we
brands
go back
like
on it.
Nike, Under Armour, Champion,
This is it, right?
and many more.
You're
Does it
listening
say
to
there's a
Empire
way?
State College.
The Yankees
here
would not
on
want to
Tom
give up
Radio.
too much prospects, though. It doesn't seem to be too much of a handicap. He wants money off the books. The Headley and Ellsbury factors are key. Oh, here. The Yankees want to get under this, so need the Marlins to take back either Headley or Jacoby Ellsbury.
So there's a way.
Yeah, but it's so complicated. It's not that simple.
That's why they get paid lots of money to figure complicated things out.
Welcome back to Empire State College. So we want to just clear this. Charlie was looking for something, like I was too. I was curious about it. A way the Yankees can get under the threshold. Yeah, it's not a problem. Prospects shouldn't be that much of an issue because, again, Jeter really just wants to get under the, shave
And they have
payroll.
gold mine
So-
of prospects too.
Yeah, but so the Yankees want to get, this is from Andrew Marchand of ESPN. The Yankees want to get under the luxury tax, so they would probably need the Marlins to take back either Chase Headley, who's owed $13 million just through next season, or Jacoby Ellsbury, who's in year 4 of a 7-year, $153 million deal, and he also has no trade clause. They wouldn't want to, the Yankees wouldn't want to give it to any prospects. Again, wouldn't be a problem because Jeter wants to shave some payroll, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because I think this decision will come down to whether they want to pursue Bryce Harper when he becomes a free agent. I think that's what it'll come down to.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Next topic, the New York Football Giants.
Mm-hmm. Most talked about 2-10 team in
Yeah.
the history of the NFL.
Yeah. So they fired Ben McAdoo, fired Jerry Reese, coming right after they benched Eli and lost the Raiders after Geno Smith fumbled a couple times, and he didn't look too bad.
He did not look bad.
He didn't look too bad.
No.
I'm not going to lie. He didn't look that bad. And the way the Giants' offensive line is built, you're going to want a quarterback to kind of escape the pocket.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith is able to do that. Would I say he's better than Eli? No. But fits better.
Yeah. No, I've said this throughout his entire career. Geno Smith is, if you give him some talent to work with, he's a passable quarterback. He can be your number 2 guy.
Yes.
Granted, he doesn't have the talent on this team, and he still looked good.
He didn't look good. He looked okay.
He looked okay. But, again, no talent around him. I think he has a future in the NFL as a backup. Regardless, The
Yes, he
Giants.
also has a present in the future as a backup.
Yeah, well, 1 year deal, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, the New York Giants are a mess. This
Whoa! Watch the takes
hot
there.
take.
Watch the takes there.
Hot take.
It's too hot for me.
No, I mean, this whole situation makes no sense. Why didn't they just fire Reese? Why didn't they just fire McAdoo last week? You wanted to embarrass your franchise quarterback? I think this was sparked by fan outrage. I just don't understand how they couldn't have anticipated that their entire fan base would have freaked out at benching one of their most beloved players in franchise history.
I don't think it was the fans that kind of threw this over the edge.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I think it was like things just got out of hand. Mara just kind of lost it.
You're telling me they couldn't have expected this to happen?
I definitely think the benching was a tipping point. Do I think that it's the only reason? Absolutely not. A lot of factors led up to it. For example, Ben McAdoo taking so long to give up play calling. That definitely has something to do with it. Being 2-10 had something to do with it.
Yeah.
A lot had to do with it. Jerry Reese over the years, draft busts. Built up over time, and the tipping point had to be Eli Manning.
I gotta say, Reese, the general manager, did a great job of constructing this roster, I thought, before the season.
Again, this is a Super Bowl team.
Exactly. He drafted a lot of these guys. Collins, Eli Apple. I mean, the tight end, Evan Ingram.
But he ignored the O-line.
He did, but the pieces are there. I don't think he was fired because of his ability to draft players as much as he hired one of the worst coaches in the NFL.
Perhaps.
But to fire Reese after a season where the team had Super Bowl aspirations coming into this year,
It's unfair.
I really don't know. And it's not like this team was greatly, different. If anything, it looked better on paper.
Reese deserves a lot of credit for the Giants going 11-5 last year.
And yeah, he'll find a job in no time at all. Just to part ways with him, I think, is a big mistake. And I know he hired McAdoo, but he also drafted a bunch of talent. And he put the Giants, before this season, in a position to succeed.
I think the Eric Flowers draft alone deserves
What about Landon Collins?
That was a joke.
Funny, dude. This is serious.
I'm not going to talk for the rest of the show.
This is serious.
It's the Charlie Hart
This
Show.
is the Giants.
It's the Charlie Hart Show here on Com Radio, guys.
This is the football team in New York. It's not a joking matter, man.
Done.
You're done?
Done.
You guys can't see. Well, maybe Facebook Live can and Instagram. He is in the corner of the room, sulking right now. Guess I'm going to do this show by myself. So, the New York Jets now. I'll move on because the Giants are a really stinky team.
No, I want to talk about something else.
Oh, so you're back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. If the Giants go like 4-0 or like 3-1, does Steve Spagnuolo come back as the head coach?
No.
Personally, I want them to just do away with whatever they're doing right now. Clean the house completely. Oops, I hit my mic. Clean the house completely.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way he comes back. I think this is a franchise that, despite being tremendously idiotic over the past 2 weeks, they have really smart football minds in that front office, and they're not going to make brash decisions.
You know who I like?
Eli Manning?
No, for the coach next year.
John Gruden? LeVar Ball?
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah.
No, Josh McDaniels.
Ah.
That could be fun. Under Belichick all those years.
I'm telling you, the Giants are going to end up with a combination of him and either Saquon Barkley or Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, one of those guys, and they're going to win the offseason.
You don't know how badly I'm praying that they just take Saquon Barkley.
Did you get the jersey already? Or?
The minute he gets drafted, I'm going to get the jersey.
Yeah.
The minute. I'm going online, buying the jersey.
Yeah.
That's how...
Doesn't seem like a great purchase right now.
Why?
He's not going to get drafted by the Giants, possibly.
No, I know. Oh, right now, it's not a great purchase. Oh,
right.
No. When he gets drafted, great purchase. Right now, not so great. But, so, yeah, I don't think he comes back either. I don't want him to come back. I'm talking about Steve Spagnuolo. But first move as the Giants head coach. So what does he do? Gives the starting position right back to Eli Manning.
That was not his move, though.
No.
That was not.
No.
That was not.
I'm
his
just saying,
decision.
like, that was not that situation. Not right.
Yeah.
Not right.
Free Gino.
Free Gino. No, Davis Webb. Get him some starts. Now he's taking reps with the first team, but you got to see something. 4 games is a solid sample size.
Yeah, but I do feel like it's a case where, similar to the Jets, where, yes, they took him high, but that was not the coaching staff who took him, and they realize if they put this kid in the game at quarterback,
He's going to die.
he might die.
With that line.
Yeah. But he's not going to perform well, and you're just setting this guy up to fail. So he's at least a year or 2 away.
Yeah. I feel that. So just free Gino.
Free Gino.
Again, I'd rather see. We had this conversation last week. I'd rather see Eli Manning start than Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Just because. What are you going to get out of Geno Smith?
Gonna see if you can sign him to a deal to be your backup. And be a mentor to Geno Smith, the mentor to your next young franchise quarterback.
Not a mentor I want.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Anyway, let's want to talk some Jets to finish off.
Talk
this,
some Jets. Josh McCown's the MVP, baby.
I saw a stat that said he has almost as many rushing touchdowns as Marshawn Lynch.
Ooh.
And he has like the 10th most rushing touchdowns in the NFL right now.
Who? McCown?
Josh McCown. So I'm not saying Josh McCown is the MVP of the league.
But is he, though?
But he might be. There's a very good chance that Josh McCown wins MVP. You don't agree with that
I'm
hot
laughing.
take? You don't agree with that hot take at all?
He's got 5 rushing touchdowns this season. Also has 4 fumbles. So.
Hey, listen, if you're going to take hits, sometimes you're going to cough up the rock.
Interesting. Interesting take there.
The hottest of takes on the
was-
final edition.
That was the most interesting take I've heard.
No.
I'm not saying McCown should be the MVP, but he should be the MVP.
Yeah. No, but in all seriousness,
Oh, you weren't serious?
no, I was. Now to be even more serious. Actually, no, to be a little bit less serious.
We're comparing Josh McCown to Marshawn Lynch over here.
Of course. The Jets are on the bubble for the playoffs. Who would have thought? If they beat the Denver Broncos this week, they're in okay position to make the playoffs. They have to run the table, so that includes, I believe, beating the... I don't even know who's on their schedule anymore. Look that up, buddy. But I know they play the Broncos this week, and in Week 17 they have the Patriots.
Yeah.
So, will the Patriots...
Broncos, Saints, Chargers, Patriots. That's not an easy schedule.
And not an easy schedule at all. And the Saints is in New Orleans?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's
Chargers home. I think the Chargers, every year we say it, like one team, they're the best non-playoff team.
Chargers.
Yeah. They're like the best bad team.
I think the Jets are. I
No.
really think the Jets are.
No.
If the Jets beat the Broncos this week, who don't have a quarterback, against a really good Jets defense, they somehow pull a win in New Orleans, pull out a win in New Orleans. Then they play, who'd you say they play, the Chargers?
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not. They play the Chargers, who, streaky team, very winnable game. And then they play the Patriots, and most people would be like, listen, they're not going to beat the Patriots, especially in New England. But this is a Week 17 New England team, probably not playing Tom Brady.
Right.
Will 9-7 get you into the playoffs if you run the table?
It looks
Maybe.
like it because right now 6-6 has you in the playoffs.
Yeah, so maybe. Now, they have the tiebreaker over Kansas City now,
Yes.
after that head-to-head win.
So we're looking at who has 4th. Are the Chiefs leading the division?
I think they are. It would be a tie between the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. Regardless,
Yeah, the Chiefs are leading their division at 6-6.
but here's the thing. If the Jets beat the Chargers, they have head-to-head wins and tiebreakers over both of those teams. The only tiebreaker they don't have is over Oakland.
But right now, the playoff picture looks like the Ravens have that last wild card spot at 7-5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, the Chiefs are leading their division. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 3-way tie, right, record-wise, between the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders. Neither of those teams are in the playoffs. And if the way they get there, it's going to be
That's a different ballgame now.
winning the AFC West. Right now you have the Ravens in, if the playoffs started today, the Ravens are in as the 6th seed, and they're 7-5. Jets are 5-7.
Yeah. It's going to take a miracle, but they're in the race, and
So
nobody could have expected that at the beginning of the season.
So there are 4 games left, and they're 2 games behind the Ravens for a tie. I don't know who has a tiebreaker there.
Right.
We'll have to dig in more into that. But
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to take a miracle.
It's going to take a miracle, but like I said, just the fact that they're here when most people projected them maybe to go winless
Yeah, a lot of people.
says a lot about the job the coaching staff has done. And I was not a huge Todd Bowles fan.
You were not.
Coming into this year. I'm still not big on him. I think he has a lot to learn and grow upon as far as clock management. But as far as motivating players, I mean, and getting up for big games or games that you're not expected to win, he's done a tremendous job in that regard.
Yeah. Trust me, the Jets are surprising everybody. I just saw this tweet that I want to mention because I was looking at the AFC schedule, and I mean the standings, and I saw the Browns at 0-12. The Browns are spending $186 million this year on their roster, third most of any team in the NFL. They're 0-12.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of that goes to Brock Osweiler, but
yeah, I was about to say that's
that's
some
so
of that's
funny.
Brock, but
This is funny.
yeah, the Browns are a riot.
The Browns are brown.
Yeah, they are brown. No, but they're not brown. They're more of an orangey.
Ha ha ha.
They're orange.
Worst name in sports.
Look up their jersey right now.
It's orange.
No brown.
No. There is.
No brown on that jersey.
Which jersey do they? They have brown on their jersey.
No,
What do you think that color is?
that's brown.
That is brown. They do have brown on their
They
jersey.
do have brown jerseys.
All right.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Breaking news here on Empire State College. The
Good
Browns
journalism,
are
dude.
definitely, in fact, brown. On that note, I'm going to ignore the journalism comment for now. On that note, we're going to take our... Yeah, we are going to take a commercial break.
We
We're
are.
going to take our second to last commercial break. We'll be right back here on Empire State College.
The Browns wear brown?
You're listening to Empire
Yeah,
State College
holy.
here on Com Radio.
That segment was derailed.
That was bad.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, they wear orange and they wear white. Oh, yeah, they
Orange,
do wear
white,
brown.
brown.
Yeah.
This color. Oops, I'm not buying anything. You just bought a Browns jersey.
Just bought
A kid's large Browns jersey.
You could fit into that probably.
Probably. I used to buy kids.
Yeah,
size
same,
jerseys.
yeah.
It's like $40 cheaper.
Yeah. Fits.
Numbers are smaller, but that's okay.
No, if you buy an extra large kids jersey,
Yeah.
fits.
It's the holiday season.
No, it's
and there's
not.
no better way to show your
Happy
holiday cheer than
holidays.
apparel.
Thank
Right
you,
now,
thank
Lions
you.
Pride has select men's and
See
women's
that?
Nike
Happy
t-shirts.
holidays.
Did you see that?
And as your
On
one-stop
CNN
shop for
LeVar?
all of this season's bold gear.
It was like Donald Trump was probably opening those shoes I sent him and singing. And Cuomo's like, "What song is he singing?" Thank you, thank you. And Cuomo's like, "That is not a real song."
Stop by Lions Pride for all of your holiday needs.
Oh God.
Mike Lang here
If
reminding
they get
you it's
LeVar Ball on
hockey season,
CNN
and
every
Lions
week,
Pride has
I will
everything Penn
watch
State for
CNN
every Penn State.
all the time.
Oh, hallelujah, Hollywood. They have a wide selection of hockey
Thank
hats,
you.
T-shirts,
That's not
jerseys, and
stuff.
hoodies. Lions Pride is your one-stop
God.
Penn State shop for the Nittany Lion hockey fan in your
The
face.
NFC stat.
Get in the fast lane, Grandma,
You're stacked.
and stop
Thanks,
by
bro.
our store at 112 East
No.
College Avenue. Before or after the games at Bakula Arena, or shop online 24/7 at
We have 3 people?
lions-pride.com.
Who's,
Lions Pride,
5.
everything Penn State for every Penn Stater.
Oh, I sneezed.
You gotta sneeze. Nice.
Ah. White boy.
That's such a bad
Tuesday,
song.
7 to 7:30.
I gotta listen to it again when I
on
get-
Deck. A show that
Don't
explores
listen to it. Don't do
the
that to
most
yourself.
trending news
Oh, I
in
can't turn
the
this off.
sports industry and where fans are able to
No,
get
but I
involved
just-
in the conversation as well.
You're listening to Empire State College here on Com Radio.
Sound like that guy. How do you pronounce the kid's name? Shohei Ohtani.
Jalil.
Jalil.
Jalil. No, dude, I was writing that on Twitter for like 2 years.
Jalil.
Jahil. It's Jalil.
Jalil Okafor.
Yeah. The L comes before the I.
You gotta break it down for me, boy.
What's the point of these cones?
Cones?
Yeah,
They absorb so the voices aren't bouncing off the walls.
No,
There you
that's
go.
fine.
I don't know why they're cone shaped, but
Science.
what's going on, guys? And welcome back to Empire State College. We once again thank you for tuning in on Com Radio, on Facebook Live, and over here on Instagram Live. So we just talked, in the beginning of the show, talked some Yankees, some Ohtani, some Giants, some Giancarlo Stanton, some McCown should be MVP,
Hot take.
and now the Brooklyn Nets. Have we ever talked
Briefly.
about the Brooklyn Nets?
Very
When?
briefly. Beginning of the basketball season, we were predicting wins and losses, I believe.
Perhaps.
Or no, I
It
was
was
talking,
hot take.
I was talking about how well D'Angelo Russell was playing.
Ah.
Aha.
Anyway, now Jalil Okafor.
Nice.
I don't know basketball, so this is fun for me. He's been traded from the 76ers to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Trevor Booker. Brooklyn receives, I don't know what it is. Whoa, what's this name? Let me out.
Nick, is it Nick?
Nick.
It's Sauce Castillo, man.
Okay,
Nick
don't know that person.
Stauskas.
And a 2019 second rounder that belongs to the Knicks.
Does it really?
Yes.
Ah,
And the Nets waived Sean Kilpatrick to make roster space.
yeah. Listen,
Splash.
you want to add some basketball
Nets,
analysis?
Nets are on their way
To what?
to the postseason.
The postseason.
8th seed, watch
Big
out.
win in Mexico yesterday
Yeah.
against the Thunder.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, what are you doing, buddy? See you next
Yeah.
week.
Mhm.
He's coming to MSG
He
next
blew
week.
like a 16-point lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carmelo Anthony.
Basketball.
Yeah,
You see
Carmelo
that?
Anthony last 6 or so games averaging like under 15 points. Playing really bad basketball. See you next week at MSG,
I'm
buddy.
good at
Can't
basketball.
wait. Anyway, going back to the Nets.
What's up with this trade, bro?
It's
I just called you bro. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know why I said that.
I don't know why.
It's very. I was going to ignore that.
Ignore it, Mr. Businessman. No one knows why I said that, but we're
Yeah.
going to keep going.
It's interesting that the Nets did this because they have a lot of young talent already,
Yes.
and I don't know if they want to develop another guy. But at the same time, this is a guy who was the number 3 overall pick in 2015, above Kristaps Porzingis.
He's okay.
Kristaps is pretty good.
Yeah.
Jalil Okafor, not very good. This is a guy who doesn't fit in today's NBA. Today's NBA is predicated on spacing the floor. You don't want guys who are strictly post scorers who can't defend. And that's exactly what Jalil Okafor is. So with the Nets, it's going to clog a lot on the offensive end. That being said, I do think Jalil Okafor has a spot in the NBA as a reserve, as a guy who, like Enes Kanter in Oklahoma City, comes off the bench, gives you 5 to 10 minutes just for his scoring, and you can incorporate him that way into your offense. But this guy is not going to start for the Brooklyn Nets in the long term, or even the
Right.
short term. So when you can acquire the number 3 overall pick and get back a second-round pick too, as well as a
Yeah.
shooter in Sauce Castillo. That's Nick Stauskas, by the way, in case you didn't know. You do it. You acquire the young talent, especially in a situation with the Nets, who they don't have anything going on for them.
No.
They have a bunch of cap space coming up soon. They have a bunch of young players. This is a developmental year for them. Why not? Why not take a shot on a guy who, he has talent. He definitely
Yeah.
has offensive talent. Again, he doesn't have defensive talent. But he can give you 5 to 10 minutes off the bench, I believe, and be a reliable scorer in the post. You're going to have to play him with a stretch 4, so you're not clogging up the lane. And the Nets do somewhat have that with Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. He has to continue to work on that jump shot. But I think they can incorporate him into their offense in, some creative ways.
How old is he? Okafor.
Okafor, I mean,
He's 21.
he's not old. He's in his early 20s. Probably around 22, 23.
He's 21 years old.
Okay.
born December 15th, so he's about to turn 22.
Yeah.
All right. And his contract is expiring at the end of this season?
Yeah, so that's also very interesting.
Yeah, so the way I'm looking at it is this is like absolutely no risk.
No, it's no
because
risk at all.
They are looking for that. The Nets are looking for draft picks that they ruined themselves with that disastrous Celtics trade.
Right.
So basically, I'm just looking at this now. No basketball background whatsoever. What about your boy? What about Nick? Does he, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I'm not going to even try.
Yeah.
What about his contract?
I mean, that's not really a contract thing. It's more
Right.
of a...
No, but this is where I'm going with this. So first of all, they're looking for their first round pick that they can develop. Basically, got one in Okafor. Not really.
Yeah.
But they were looking for a first rounder that they want to develop. They can do something with him. They could try and develop a little bit. He's 21 years old, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But also, worst case scenario, the Nets have 2 expiring contracts. So if they don't work out, they're gone. And a second round pick.
That's what I was also going to say. He is an expiring deal. And the Nets are a team that can take on a large contract in exchange for picks.
Right.
So this works out for them tremendously in that regard. Because if you want to flip Okafor and build up his value before the trade deadline, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to give him minutes so he can showcase his talent and hopefully garner some kind of draft pick.
Correct.
I just spit on you. I apologize.
I didn't notice. So.
I saw you go like that on your eye, so I'm like,
no.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, you got to build up this guy's value, and if you can build him up and get it late, no, you're not going to get a first-round pick for him, but an early second-round pick or any second-round pick for that matter, it's a win.
Right.
So this is a no-brainer for the Nets, and they lost Trevor Booker, who I think he's had a great year this year, and he was great in that locker room, but he's a veteran player, and yeah, he's not part of the long-term plans. Again, great for the locker room, but I think the Nets have a stable enough atmosphere right now and I think we just lost Instagram Live.
My screen won't work anymore.
Yeah, gotta get the new iPhone, man.
It just turned off. Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, this is an easy trade for the Nets to make.
Yeah, again, I love no-risk deals, and this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see how it goes. Anything, again, the Knicks. What's going on with the Knicks?
You gonna do NFL picks, or?
Oh, we have to, yeah. We got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, just to...
Actually, we're at the 50-minute mark. We have to take our last commercial break.
Okay.
So, after that, we'll do NFL picks, and then we'll say goodbye.
Forever.
Not forever.
Not forever.
Forever. Soon forever, but not right now. Actually, I'll be saying goodbye forever. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, graduating. All right, we'll be back here on Empire State College.
Listening to Empire State College here on
What
Tom
the hell
Radio.
happened over here? Last week someone was calling me. The touchscreen just won't work.
I had that problem. Just shut off your phone. Now do a hard reset. Know how to do that?
You see the
You
holiday
let go
thing?
now. And then turn it off.
Is it going by itself? Yeah. I want to be a part of it.
Do you?
I'm not even paying attention to NFL picks anymore. We're just doing it.
No, yeah, I mean, do we want to just like calculate
It's the
it
holiday
later?
season, and there's no
I'm
better
not
way
going
to
to the
show your
show.
holiday cheer
What?
than with
Skip it to
great
the end, waiting for
I
NFL
don't
picks.
do it.
Right
Dude,
now,
how do
Lions
you
select
scroll to the
men's
end on
and women's
Facebook
Nike
Live? Can you
t-shirts
do
for
that
only $19. And is your
When you
one-stop
watch
shop
Facebook
for all
Live
this season's bowl gear.
after you record it?
Or if you want
I
to
can't
restock
scroll
your
through.
closet with Penn State gear, no one has a
I have
better
to hold
selection
it.
than Lions Pride's
do you?
online shop.
I don't
at
see like a little scrubby thing.
lions-pride.com. Whether you're buying a gift for someone you care about or want to bundle up for the snow, don't forget to stop by Lions Pride for all of your holiday needs.
Oh yeah. Except sweaters.
I'm Joe Esco Murphy, and I'm back here with my show.
I have ugly
Mark
sweaters.
Morris here on Com Radio to talk about what's going on in sports, whether it's controversial, bracket rankings, or what I think about the playoff. Well, guys injured, 42 to 39. The thing is, though, that I think might have been playing in the minds of the committee, which I don't think it should. The Texas A&M loss to Mississippi State is going to get better, I think, with time. While the Pitt loss could get worse. Tune in on Tuesdays from 8:30 to 9:30 here on Com Radio.
That was dumb.
You're dumb. She's gonna watch this and be like, yo, you're an asshole. Got 4. No, we got 5.
Lions Pride, locally owned and operated in downtown State College since 1976, offers everything Penn State for every Penn Stater. At Lions Pride, we are Penn State.
You gotta get a new phone. I think it's time. What phone do you have?
You're listening to Empire
last
State
one before
College
this
here on
came out.
Calm
Really?
Radio.
So I really do think Apple, like, turns your phone into shit.
Hi, Summer.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Never mind. I was just gonna talk about your phone and then
I don't care about my phone.
cut me off. You should. You're halting the production of the show.
I'm going to move my hood and be quiet.
Hoodie Mellow?
Hoodie Mellow is doing the show.
Hoodie Christian.
I'm bringing it back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Empire State College here on Calm Radio. We got Instagram Live back on, so we're good there. Facebook Live, thanks for tuning in. And also on Calm Radio. It's time for NFL picks.
Ooh, best time of the
The
show.
last time.
And the best.
I wish we had that ESPN like little jingle that went on after like during when Boomer would go through his highlights.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll make one.
We're not gonna make one. So
Effort.
we don't do the Thursday game. The Falcons won.
They did win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
You watched?
Wow. No.
Clearly.
No. So let's go right to Sunday. The Colts at the Bills. Bills fight. Tickets available from $4. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I'm just looking on ESPN.
Is that in Buffalo?
That's in Buffalo. $4. You want to go to Buffalo?
Yeah.
Let's go to Buffalo.
Let's do it. All right. Yeah.
I'm going Buffalo now because it's
Yeah.
$4. It's $4. I'm going Buffalo.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Buffalo.
Totally.
We're going Buffalo. Bears at Bengals.
How cheap are the tickets?
$12.
Who's playing?
Bears at the Bengals.
Gotta go with the Bengals.
Gotta go Bengals. They're cheap. Paul Brown Stadium, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going Bengals
Let's get
too.
the show back on the tracks.
Packers at the Browns. Ooh.
Oh, those tickets are probably so cheap.
$16. It's going
What?
up. Yeah, it's going up.
$16 for the 0-12 Browns?
Hey, man.
Nonsense.
A lot of people want to see them. But I'm going to Buffalo for $4. Anyway, Packer. This is a chance for the Browns to win their first game.
Sure.
So who are you going with?
Sure.
We lost everything now. We're just
those
lost.
tickets are too expensive. We're not going with
We're
the
not going.
Browns.
We're not going to Cleveland.
No,
You cannot get me to. You cannot pay me $16 to go to Cleveland.
we're not going with the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going Packers too. Raiders at the Chiefs, the struggling Chiefs, who are somehow still leading their division.
Yeah, this is a big game for Kansas City. This
Yeah.
is a huge game for them. At home,
Yeah.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going Oakland. I think Marshawn Lynch is going to run all over them.
Tickets are probably hella expensive, though.
$24.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad. Giants hosting the Dallas Cowboys.
Wait a second. What are the prices?
We got to start with the prices.
Wait, what?
How
How much is
Guess.
$100?
$59.
Oh, that's reasonable.
There's 2 and 10.
That's yeah, but New York, the real New York.
Who are you going? I'm going Giants.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
New blood.
All right.
I like it.
Good luck with that prediction. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Here's the team you always pick. I feel like the Lions at the Bucks. I
not-
feel like you always pick the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions again.
I feel like you always pick the Lions.
I'm going
I'm
with
going
the
Lions. The Bucks aren't a good football team.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be good.
They were.
They were.
But things change. That's the beauty of sports.
Vikings at the Panthers. By the way, for those wondering, the Bucks tickets were $34.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was about to ask. Let's go with the Vikings.
Vikings. Don't know why I said it like that.
Neither
Panthers.
do I.
I'm going Panthers.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
All right.
I like the Panthers this season. 49ers at Houston. I'm going Houston.
I like what I saw out of Garoppolo last week.
Yeah, he
but
looked good.
Yeah,
should have
I'm not going with the
He should
Niners.
have a good game.
Yeah, he will, but the
All
tank
right,
is
rapid
strong.
fire because we have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Jets, Broncos. Rapid fire.
Come on.
Rapid fire.
I'll
Do
go
you know
with
what
the
rapid
Jets.
fire means?
I'll go with the Jets.
Go Jets. Titans at Cardinals.
Let's go with the
$11,
Titans.
by the way.
Let's
$11. That's cheap.
go with the Titans.
Go Titans.
Yeah.
Redskins at Chargers. The
Tickets
worst.
are probably mad expensive.
$113.
Oh my goodness
Wait a minute.
gracious!
This is why no one's going to the StubHub Center.
Oh my God!
$113
Chargers.
$113 to watch the Redskins play the Chargers.
It's ridiculous.
Chargers.
They're
Anyway.
going to lose because of
Eagles.
their prices.
Eagles. Rams.
Rapid fire. I don't know who's playing.
You're
Who's playing?
taking forever.
Who's playing?
I said Eagles. Rams.
Eagles. I'll go with the
Going
Eagles.
Eagles.
Wait, no, wait, hold on, wait.
Seahawks,
I'm going with the
Jaguars.
Rams. I'm going with
Seahawks,
the Rams.
Jaguars.
Go with the Jaguars.
I'm going Seattle. Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
Go with Pittsburgh.
Going Pittsburgh as well. Patriots, Miami, Monday Night Football.
Go with the Patriots.
I'm going with the Patriots as well. That's going to do it for the fall
year.
semester. And
2017.
For Charlie Hart, I'm Christian Kirkpatrick, and we will see you next year.
That was swift, man.
I did it. See you guys.
That went off.